What's going on YouTube? This is your boy DCoates. Thanks for tuning into the channel. This is another DCoates Daily Dose. Just got back from the gym. This one's going to be called The Leap of Faith. And it's just about, I'm sure we all had this experience or phenomenon. It's been something I've been battling with a lot. It's where you're kind of moving one step forward, two steps back, three steps forward, two steps back, maybe five steps forward, six steps back. And it's like, you're almost fighting against yourself constantly, and a lot of it will manifest itself into procrastination, self-sabotage, complacency, doubt, and all these other things. And I remember listening to Grant Cardone recount a conversation he had with Steve Harvey. I'm paraphrasing, but the conversation basically kind of went like this, where Steve was telling Grant that he's like, everybody gets to a point in their life where they reach a cliff, and it's like they don't know what's going to happen if they jump off the cliff, but they know what's going to happen if they stay on the cliff. And if they stay on the cliff, nothing's good's going to happen. And that's really where kind of I am mentally right now. It's like I've been debating whether I'm going to jump off the cliff, and you can do the fast forward. If you stay doing exactly what you're doing today, you are going to get probably a worse version of what you have today, especially if you're not doing anything. I mean, I guess if you're doing something very productive, you'll get a better version, but generally people that are in this space that are like confused and feel and procrastinating and things like that, when you don't do anything, it's not like you just maintain. You drop down. Anything that stays the same is going to fall to zero. That's just the way the world works, and that's just gravity of the universe. I don't want to make this too long, but really today really marks the day. Well, not today, it was Friday, where I'm going to put all the bullshit aside. The things that I want in my life, I need to take that leap of faith and just move forward and focus on those wholeheartedly and kind of do some other things. I know, I'm not saying that it's the last weed that'll touch my mouth, but I threw away everything, all my paraphernalia. It's probably over $100 at least worth of stuff. And then in terms of everything I bought, I've spent so much money into that, but I'm just giving it up. I quit my LA membership that wasn't really fulfilling my needs. I'm more into calisthenics. For the next 2 months, I'm going to still go because I still have it. But really, I just been thinking a lot, writing down what I need to do, and just focus on doing that and really nothing else. Anything that doesn't serve my core needs or core aspirations is now I'm just cutting it out of my life. And I went to something. I'm gonna do a review on it, so I don't want to get too much into it. But I know the guy was talking about how he had the same kind of feeling and was calling it a quarter life crisis. So I think that's kind of what I'm going through. Is that I'm reaching a point where in our culture, at least in America, I can't really speak on other cultures around the world. There's not really a rite of passage as in how we had it back in the day. Like back in the day, in pretty much every culture around the world, there was a mark, a definitive like test of, from boy to manhood. Nowadays, we don't have it. So, I'm feeling like a lot of people go through these problems where you have to basically artificially create it, because we're evolutionarily created to want that feeling and want that approval. And really it can just be self-approval. I know back in the day it was more societal, but where you make that you cross this threshold from boyhood to manhood. And that's really where I'm taking a leap of faith, where all who I was in the past, I want to shed that ego, shed that character, and now become who I want to be. So that's all I really wanted to hit you with today, is that just taking a leap of faith. I know a lot of people are teetering on this move, and why can't today be the day that you do all the things that you should do but have been putting off? Why can't today be the day that marks where you move forward? And I know there's going to be a lot of people that today is not going to be the day, tomorrow won't be the day, and I've battled with this probably for over some years, but the last thing I'll leave with you is one day has to be the day. And if not now, when? And fast forward your life and look at what you're doing. What are your habits? What are your routines? And what will you get with doing what you're doing? And if you're not happy with the vision you see in 10 years, 15 years, fuck the emotional discomfort you might feel by making all these changes. But you know there's got to be a change. And there's no better time than now. And now is the only time you ever have. So that's just really the last thing I'm going to leave you with. Take that leap of faith, man. If you like the content, click the like button. Leave some comments below. Subscribe. All of that helps a lot more than you think. And until next time, it's your boy DCoates. Peace out.